Hey, have you seen the new XP Deus II? Wow, I have, and let me tell you, I already ordered one. So I'm super excited about it. And in this video, I'm going to cover three of the key reasons why I chose to purchase a new machine, why I chose to purchase the XP Deus II. And I'm also going to talk about three reasons that might cause you to think about waiting, holding off, or maybe even buying another metal detector. So let's go inside, let's talk about the XP Deus 2, and let's see what we can discover together. Okay, let's get started. The first reason I decided to pull the trigger and order a new Deus 2 is really because of XP, the company. These guys deliver. They're a very, very innovative company. If you think of the current metal detectors that they have, I mean, my goodness, they're ergonomic, they're lightweight, they're wireless. The pinpointers integrate with the headphones. They've built a platform that allows for interchangeability across the platforms, right? So while they're expanding on that, they're adding some new features and capabilities, and I'll get to those in a minute. I'm really betting on XP because, I've owned a couple of different metal detectors now, and for me, the XP stands out, and I am betting that this is the continuation of XP's innovation journey. The second reason I decided to purchase this machine is because of some of the new and cool features that they've added to the device. Let me start by saying I think they're promising a better display, a backlit display. My understanding is that it's going to have a depth indicator, and some of you may be saying, hey, that's just playing catch up, right? It's also, remember, it's also a wireless machine that will have the capability to detect underwater, okay? Not just underwater, but up to 20 meters. I think that's double the nearest competitive machine. Now, my understanding is that will require a cable, right, that will plug into the back of the housing. The housing itself looks super rugged. I'm really excited also about the potential promise of what they're calling fast multi frequency. So we're talking about simultaneous multi frequency here, and the ability to go back to a single frequency mode, up to 49 different frequencies. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. We'll see if that delivers or not, but I'm eager to try the bone conduction headphones. Who else has that? And there also seems to be even better integration with the pinpointer, with the MI6 pinpointer that it will be able to use, as well as the headphones. So if I heard or read this correctly, when you turn on the detector, those will automatically turn on. Today, you have to manually turn those on separately. We'll have to verify that. But all of those things, right, will allow me to primarily use one machine. I metal detect on both land and water. And right now I use an XP Deus primarily and an Equinox 800, depending upon the environment. This is a game changer for me because it will allow me to travel with one machine, two different types of terrains. So really excited about all those new extra features and extended capabilities. Okay, so what's the third reason that prompted me to jump on this new machine? Listen, I believe it's going to be the platform of the future. When XP in the past has launched either the Deus or the ORXs, they have extended those offerings with new firmware upgrades, with new additional coils, new headphones, that type of thing. And while I've been perfectly happy with my Deus, and I've used the ORX as well, I really want to invest in what will, I'm sure, be, the flagship of XP for a while. So I'm happy to make that trade up. And you can kind of see from some of the information I've pulled off of XP's website that indeed They will manage these as a family of offerings, and you can see what is and what is not interchangeable, what will and will not work across the various different detectors that they offer. Okay, so what's one of the reasons why you may not want to buy this or may want to hold off? Listen, this is not an inexpensive machine, and you really need to think about the price to value ratio. In the US, this is selling for $1,599. That includes the detector, your choice of a 9-inch or a 11-inch coil and headphones. Now, for those of you that may just be new to detecting or do not need all of the extended features, there are other detectors that you're going to want to consider. There are other multi-frequency, simultaneous multi-frequency detectors, some on the market today, but also some additional ones coming. I'm talking about the Equinox, the Vanquish, as well as the new Nocta simultaneous frequency machine. So is that price value ratio right for you? Are there some alternatives that if that's too much for your budget? Absolutely. So that could be a reason to wait. And with a new XP machine, don't be surprised if you see a lot of people like me who are trying to sell either a used XP Deus or a used XP ORX. So there could also be some good buys out there. Okay, another big reason why you might want to wait. Will the promised fast multi-frequency, fast simultaneous multi-frequency capability, will it be worth it? I've upgraded in the past from a single frequency machine to the Equinox 800, primarily because I was really curious about multi-frequency. And let me tell you, folks, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I have found quite a lot of items with single frequency machines, and I'm not dismissing that there isn't something to multi-frequency machines. I think it's important to be able to go back and forth for sure. But is the price difference worth it? Is the price difference worth it? Will this machine that's now coming out a few years after the most recent launch of a simultaneous multi-frequency machine, will it offer some new capabilities, increased depth, better separation? The jury's still out on that. So reason number 2 for maybe holding off or maybe evaluating another machine, for example, the new Nocta simultaneous multi-frequency machine that's coming out, is, wait and see, what the reports are on multi-frequency. That may or may not be something for you. Okay, and the third reason why this might not be the machine for you, or you might want to hold off, right? It does offer the ability to detect on multiple terrains. I do some detecting in the water. I am scuba certified, right? For me, that's a big deal, especially when I'm traveling. I only have to take one machine with me now. But listen, if you're primarily detecting, in parks and yards and fields on land, do you really want those extra capabilities and features, the waterproofing, the ability to go to 20 meters, let alone 10, right? That could also be a reason to hold off and, consider a different, more targeted metal detector. Okay, a couple other questions that I know are on people's minds and some observations that I've made. What is the machine going to sound like? XP is primarily, in my opinion, a tone machine, right? You really find your best items, I think, more by listening to the tones than looking at target ID. If you haven't found it yet, on the XP website, there is a location where you can actually explore and hear the different types of tones, whether it's what type of metal it is, if it's a ferrous or non-ferrous item. I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of that. I recorded this off of the XP website, so you can get a feel for what that sounds like and what the machine will deliver. there is some additional information that I think will be coming on the website. There is an area where the manual will be available for download. If you've found this and clicked on the link, you'll see that today it really just contains a one-page infographic. But keep your eye on that, because at some point XP is going to load the manual there, and those of us who really want to get a sneak peek, an early view as to the machine's capabilities, this is another cool way to do it. Okay, folks, there you go. Those are 3 reasons why I've decided to order a new XP Deus II, and I've also shared with you three things you want to consider that may cause you to not order the machine, hold off, or maybe even purchase another machine. But I am looking forward to receiving this, and as XP says, to explore like never before. We'll see if it lives up to that mantra. But in the meantime, if you have additional insights, information about this machine, hey, share it, drop it in a comment below in this video, or for that matter, a question, so we can all learn from one another and share information as we all learn. So thanks for watching the video. If you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming one, and be on the lookout for more videos about the XP Deus II.